Hello. Today I was on Reddit and looking around, and I found somebody had a question on how he could create something like this. So I thought I'd help him out and get him started in designing this. So let's get started with this here pod. This is for a gauge. You can put a gauge inside of here, and I'm gonna take a guess that the gauge is 60 millimeters wide. I have no idea what this geometry really is, so I'm gonna just kind of make it to what I think it is. It's not going to be perfect, but I don't have the proper dimensions for this, so I can't make this perfect. But I can make this uh, itself. So what I'm going to do is create a circle, probably 65 millimeters outside round, and then put an angle like 15 degrees on it, and then make this shape right here. We'll sketch this area out right here, and then extrude the outer body. So let's get started. All right, I'm using Onshape, and this is a free subscription. So we can go to Create, Document, and we're going to call this the STI pod. Okay, I'm going to pull in this here, WCS, and then I'm going to start designing on my right view right here. So click on right, and now I'm going to start putting this start of this angle. So let me do a sketch on the right, and then I'm going to create a line. So my first line, and then I'm going to get out of that. Let's put L for line, by the way. D for dimension. I'm going to dimension this to here, and we're going to add like a 15-degree angle. So that is the angle of the tube. Okay. So now what I can do is finish this guy. And now I can do a sketch on this plane, and then we can extrude that down if we want to. So we don't necessarily have to extrude it on this point. We can extrude it right here, and it just goes 15 down. So we'll do that. So let's go create a sketch on this front view. Okay. And now we're going to create a circle there. So this one, we're going to put it right on the origin. We like to start everything from the origin. And we're going to make this 65. There we go. Now we're going to click this front to flatten it. Okay, so we're going to extrude that 65. We'll hollow this out, or we'll build a additional circle afterwards. But first of all, we're just going to take this and extrude it. So let's finish this. Let's go with our first extrusion. And we're going to take this guy right here. We're going to flip him. And we're going to take this, change the direction to that angle right there, that 15-degree angle. Pull this down. I don't know exactly how long this is going to be. I'm going to take a guess at 90 millimeters. Okay. And we can change this throughout the design if we want to. Okay, green check on that guy. Let's finish that guy. So this is the start of it. All right. So now we're going to put a fillet on the back side here. So let's go with fillet. Click on this guy right here. We're going to change this to, to radius, distance, perfect. And we're going to do, 30 sounds good. It won't take 32.5. It starts breaking it, which would be a perfect circle around this because it is slanted and it won't let me do that. So if I put in 31, all right, 31 looks like it does something weird there. Let me just add 30. There we go. A little tiny dot right there. I'm not worried about that. All right, so next is we need to create our I-beam looking shape. Now we're going to click on this top view. We're going to create a sketch on this top. Okay, and now we want to create that I-beam looking thing. So we're going to concentrate on half of this, meaning we're going to do one side and then we're going to mirror that one side, the geometry of it. So let's click here, and then we're going to build this. So it's going to be like 5 millimeters thick. And then we're going to build one more, and this one's going to be 10. So let's go with D for dimension. Go from this line to here, and that's going to be the 10. This one here is going to be 5. Okay, and then we're going to put another one up here. So let's go with that rectangle again. We're going to click right there, drag this guy out, and then D for, or we can hover over this guy and we can type in 10. D for dimension, then I can click here, create a dimension 5. Now we need width of this guy here to here. Nope, undo, Control Z. Sometimes it picks something you don't. So right there, 5. Now we're going to go with here to here, and that's going to be about 30. Actually, I'm going to make that even more. Let's create that 30, and then we'll fix this in a second. So that's 5. That's good. Now we're going to make this, we want to pull this all the way to like back here. So let's go like 50-ish, maybe even 60. Okay. Okay, I think that's okay. We're gonna do some trims, trim this guy right here, and then trim this guy here. All right. Now we can take this and we can finish this. We can extrude this shape now. So we're gonna go with extrude. We're gonna click on sketch 3, and we're going to extrude that guy down. Probably we're gonna take a guess, 50 millimeters. And we are going to do a new. So we want solid new. So we want it to be a separate piece. And let's take a look at this. It is actually opposite of what I wanted. So let's go back to extrude. We're going to flip this the other way, and we're going to pull that. Now it's going to be, let's say 60. Okay, there we go. And let's take a look at this. All right, looks like it's the correct orientation. Okay, and now we're going to take this and we're going to take and make a mirror of it. So let's go to mirror, create this body right here. Mirror plane is this plane, and we want to add it this time, and we're going to merge with the other side. Okay, so now as is one piece all together. Now we have our two pieces. Okay, now we want to make the last piece, which is the large rectangle, which is the vent itself. So to start with that, I'm going to create a sketch on this guy right here, and we're going to create a rectangle now. I'm going to take right here, I'm going to drag this guy out, and see that yellow line. I want to see that yellow line because that means it's snapped to the edge, and I want it to snap. Same thing here. I want to hover over there, pull it out, snap it. Good. D for dimension. We're going to take a dimension from this side to this side, and let's go with 50 millimeters. Now you can totally update this and make this whatever you want for your vent. I actually don't know the size of this vent, so I'm just taking a total guess. So next is I want to build another rectangle, but this time I'm just going to use offset. So I want to go in 5 millimeters, so it's already 5. So I'm going to click on each line, make sure it turns yellow, then click, then left click, enter, confirms that. Okay. Now we can create some fillets if we want, or I'll just finish, and then I can do an extrusion of this, and I'll put the fillets in that way. That way I have a variable that I can mess with the fillets if I want to play with them later. It's an easier way to do it. So let's go with the now fillets. We're going to go with the extrude. We're going to take this guy and all these things, or you can actually should be able to just grab that last sketch that we just created, but we need this right here, so we need to include that, and we want to make this, let's say it's 10 millimeters. Okay, so now it's adding to this body right here. Okay, if you don't want it to be add, you can just hit new, and it creates it separately and a different color, so you have 3 parts. But I'm going to go with add, and now we know it's like union together. It is now one piece. So now I can work on those blends inside of this area. So let's go with fillet here. We're going to fillet this one, and we're going to change it to like 5. Each one of these inner corners we're going to change to 5. The outer ones we're going to go to like 10. So let me get this guy, and then that guy. Finish that one. Now we're going to do another one on the outside here. Now, since this is a vent, of course, there's going to be locking tabs. I don't have a lot of images to show me what those locking tabs may look like, so I'm not going to put those in this model. I'm just going to do this and get you started. So I'm going to fillet this guy right here, this guy, and we're going to put some nice radiuses on this. And then we're going to put like 20 maybe. Yeah, 20 is so good. Here, 20. Yep. Okay. There we are. So we're getting started with the vent, okay? And if you want to add, a radius right there, we can do that. Fillet. I call them radiuses all the time. You can call them whatever you want. All right, clicking on those inside corners. There we are. That looks pretty good. Let's finish that guy. And now of course, you may want to put in the vents, and you want them like angled vents to direct the air most likely around this. That's number 1. And number 2 is you want to direct it to your windshield. So to do that, we could build a sketch on this surface right here and just build some thin layers, and then we'll take them up and extrude them at an angle. So let's do that. So we're going to sketch this surface right here. We're just going to build a rectangle, and this first rectangle, we're just going to take it right there to here, and we're going to do a D for dimension. We're going to take it from center. We want to go from center to this first one, and let's say that is 37. Let's say these are 2 millimeters thick. 2 millimeters thick. Okay, there we are, and we can do a instance of these. We can make a few of these. So we would use let's finish that sketch. We would go over here, we would use our linear pattern. So right now I'm just going to keep this one as it is, and I'm going to extrude that up. Let's do that, extrude, and we're going to go up, and now we want to tell it, we want to go up to this face right here, that face. We don't want it to unite or union. We want to go new, so it's a different color, and we want to add like a slight rotation to this. So we can do that easily with a transform. So right here, I don't see, there's nothing. I can add a draft to it, but then it will kind of make it trapezoidal, and I don't think I want that. I want to actually flip, and to be actually, I want this to be extruded on an angle. So there's a couple ways I can do that. One, I could do a transform. Let me show you transform real quick. So here's your transform. Click this guy right here. We're gonna do a rotation about this line, and we can do it, let's say it's 15 degrees, but we're gonna flip it the other way. So flip that guy, and now we could see that it's rotated like that. So it's blowing air this way. Okay, if you think this is the best way, we'll hit the green check. We'll have to fix this right here, and we'll have to fix this one right here, okay? So that's one way to do it. So to fix those, you do what's called a replace face. So you take this face and replace it with this face, okay? And then we can do the same with the other one, okay? Let me go over here, replace face, this face with this face. Okay, now we got both of those. Now we could do a linear pattern of those, and we could do linear pattern. This is probably the easier way, but here's another way of doing it. So let's say that you wanted to do this with a line that you created yourself. So I can go click on Y. We're going to hide this guy. We're going to show that sketch again, but now I want to create the sketch on this plane, on this surface right here. So let's go sketch this guy right here, and we're gonna create an angle. So here to, let's say, we don't want it to snap to there because we want to tell it what angle we want. Now we're gonna do one more line so we can know what the angle is, and we can dimension this. D for dimension. We're gonna dimension this guy, and then we could say that is 15 degrees, okay? Now we have that line that which we can then extrude on that line. Finish that. It's kind of hiding a little bit, but we can still see it. Let's go to extrude. Click on this guy right here. We're going to flip it. We're extruding this guy, and we're going to use that line right there. So let's click on this direction. Direction is choosing that line, and there we are. It then extruded to that line. So, and we want to finish on this face right here. So how do we do that? We would go over here. We go to up to, actually not next, face. Up to that face, and it is merging with part one. If we don't want to merge, if we want to do multiple copies, we're going to do new. It creates that. Let's check the bottom. How's the bottom? Bottom looks great, no problems. Now we can do that transform, or there's two ways of moving this. There's transform, you could just move it, X, Y, Z, or we could do the linear pattern, which is the better way probably. Let's choose our entity. Okay, and then we're going to do direction. We're choosing this direction right here. So it's going to go there. And how many do you want? You want, let's say 5. Every 5 millimeters, you're going to have one. And we're going to go with 5, 8. There we go. 8 looks pretty good. You can, I'm going to go 7. There we go. 7 looks good. Okay. And we are, yeah, we're doing a new. We're not actually unioning those together. There we are. All right, so next, if you want to mirror these, we could use this plane right here. We could take these guys, mirror this guy, all these guys, and then we will go with mirror plane is this, green check. It unioned everything together, and there is the shape. If you want to modify the plane, or I'm sorry, if you want to modify the angle, we can go in here to that sketch and we can fix this to say, oh, that was not enough or maybe too much. We'll change it to 20, and then our things automatically update to 20 also. All right, now we need to basically hollow this guy out. If you want, you can hollow this out. Of course, you're gonna have a wire in here, and then we'll have to poke a little hole in the bottom here. That's really easy. Just put a sketch, create a hole, and then extrude that hole through. But first, what we're gonna do is we're going to hollow this, or shell. So we're gonna go with shell. Click on that guy. What's your thickness? So we said this was 65 millimeters thick, and we have 65 minus 2.5 thickness here and 2.5 thickness here, so that's 60 total. That's what we want. So we're thinking that this is a 60 millimeter gauge. Okay. Notice we see a hitting here. So there's a couple things we could do. Is one, we could say we want to find the interference, and we will subtract out any interference between these two guys. So that's what I'll probably do. Let's go with that interference. So we're going to go with Boolean intersect. So we're looking for any intersection between this one and this one. We're going to keep both tools, otherwise it will delete them. Click on both of those. Finish. Let's hide this guy. Hit Y to hide. And we see that extra little sliver in there. Now we can click on subtract that guy out. So let's go Boolean subtract. Target is this guy. Tool is that new sliver. We don't want to keep tools this time. We want to only keep this guy, which is the target. All right. Well, it kept everything, but it didn't keep all three items. So now I can delete this guy. So click on that, and then we can go over here to delete part. So it gets rid of that part. Now we can bring in our other parts. That was the transform that I showed you that we don't need. And there's our body right there. Now we can union these together. Okay, so let's go over here to Boolean, union, tools, this guy to this guy. Now it becomes one. All right. So now you can put in your gauge. If you have to adjust the length of your gauge, you could simply go into that very first extrude way up here, and we can modify that and play around and make this, exactly how you need it. Of course, this is not for the STI. This gives you the general idea on how to do this and get it to work. So hopefully this helped you guys out, and thanks for watching. Bye.